Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Robert. I'm a rental arbitrage host here in the Midwest. And in this video, I would like to just go over some questions you guys may have regarding rental arbitrage, regarding the Airbnb business. I'm gonna wait for you guys to join in. And for right now, we're just gonna hang out for a little bit. I know it's Saturday night. A lot of people are probably out partying. A lot of people are probably out at the club or whatever people do on Saturday nights. But for those of you guys who are just laying around doing nothing, be sure to stay tuned for this live stream, and I'll be more than happy to answer questions you guys have for me here. So, sorry, Serge, I don't know if I'll be that long. He says Serge is about to live stream in 30 minutes, everyone. So if you guys, when you guys are done watching this, you guys can go ahead and do that. Sorry, my notifications are so loud, but yeah, guys. I'll wait for any questions. I know this was it wasn't announced, I announced this, but at the same time, you guys can go watch this once it's uploaded to my channel. So I think it'll be cool. Yeah, Serge, I'll definitely join. I'll join your live stream for sure, brother. Just give me a sec here. Tracy, I'm cleaning dirty sheets from a group of construction workers. Tracy, guess what? I was cleaning yesterday. Melissa, my beautiful wife, she models, and so she was on a job in Pittsburgh, and therefore I was left cleaning the Airbnb by myself. She usually does like all the bedding, all that stuff. So I was doing that yesterday. I totally get you. I feel you. Derek, what's up, dude? How's it going, Derek? Where are you from? Serge, the regulations, so as of right now, Monday, we're getting a fire inspector. He's coming by, looking at the property, making sure that it's, I guess, up to fire inspection. It has to pass fire inspection standards. And from there, we're getting our certificate of occupancy. So that's currently where we're at with that. And then from there, who knows? Who knows what's the next step? I have yet to hear from them regarding what else I have to do. Alyssa, hey, what's up, babe? Yeah. Okay, Tracy, the good news is we trained a cleaner today. Wow, that's a big move. Do you guys have two properties yet, Tracy? Derek from Wisconsin. What's going on, dude? Wisconsin, is it cold up there? Yeah, it's up north. You're from the Midwest as well, though. So, what about additional insurance costs? Okay, AI Plus. This is a question I get quite often. I don't personally pay any insurance on the property. I know some renters are, I guess they have to pay renters insurance for the property they're renting, but my landlord didn't require me to pay that. And that is something that you can go out and do. If that's what the landlord wants you to do with rental arbitrage, you may have to go spend that extra money on the renter's insurance. But the way that this works is Airbnb provides their insurance policy, which is very sketchy from what I've heard. They don't really pay, okay, so the way that works, like you have to have a receipt for everything that you want to get replaced. And the reason this sucks is because with a property like ours, we didn't build the property. We don't have receipts for everything in that property. So when we did file our claim that the door was damaged, they wanted a receipt for the door, and therefore we weren't able to do anything with that. So it's good to have some form of insurance. Obviously the homeowner has insurance, so there's one line of insurance there, and then there's the Airbnb insurance, which like I said is kind of sketchy, and then obviously you can get renter's insurance, and that's as far as insurance goes. Yeah, I mean, it is risky, but it is what it is. It's Surge. So we just got accepted offer for purchase on the second property. Okay. Tracy making big moves. No wonder you need to train that cleaner. That's awesome. So yeah, the reason I want to really talk about rental arbitrage a lot in this live stream is because for people like me, I'm in a situation right now where I can't get approved for a loan at the bank. That's just my current situation. I have to wait a whole year before the lenders will be taking me more seriously. So it is what it is. But at the same time, I definitely want to start buying properties for this. That is obviously a smart move in the long run. And I'm glad that you're doing that, Tracy. That's awesome. So, Serge, if someone gets injured, well, dude, I'm not going to lie. The previous guest we just had stay, he said that his mom slipped in the tub. I don't know if he was lying or what. I don't know. But I mean, he told us this 5 days later. feel like if it happened on while they were there, they would have said something about it. I don't know what his whole shtick was with that, but I mean, I guess it is a risk. I'll have to look in that. Derek, are you looking for investors? Yes, I'm always down to, if you have an idea, if you have some sort of, obviously, business plan or anything, pitch me. I actually have one of my subscribers. This is coming up really shortly. One of my subscribers is flying me out to LA because he wants to invest. So we're meeting on the 21st. I'll be going out to LA to meet him. I don't know if he's going to watch this or not, but that's actually happening soon. So yes, Derek, I'm not opposed to that idea. So I had the same question about additional insurance costs. Thank you for the answer. It's pretty late in Europe. Yo, what's up from Europe? Yeah, about the insurance, like I said, if it ultimately comes down to whether the landlord requires you to get renter's insurance, which that'll be an expense on your business. So that's definitely something you have to consider. Okay, Alyssa, I had to deal with that guy. Yeah, Alyssa manages the interaction with the guests, guys, if you guys want to know. Yeah, Serge, I'm not going to get sued. Don't worry about it. I mean, if anything, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I mean, I definitely probably have to look into that a little bit more. I don't want to sit here and just tell you something that I don't know about. Yeah, Serge is also getting his first property for this business model. For those of you guys who don't know, you guys saw him on my channel quite a while ago. We did a little interview regarding just this business model, and he decided to pull the trigger and get started. Derek, whoa. I'm ready to invest in you, bro. What? That is crazy. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Well, thank you. I guess $5. What? Okay, I mean, I'll take it, man. That's awesome. Shout out Derek. That's cool, man. Any questions, guys? I mean, as far as anyone have any questions regarding how to get started with your first Airbnb listing? I mean, obviously, there's a few methods. You can buy the property, you can do rental arbitrage, or you could do the Airbnb management. That whole business model. So I've been seeing a lot of remarks and a lot of comments online saying that Airbnb is getting crushed because of the Marriott thing that's recently surfaced. I'm not concerned about that at all. Everyone's saying Airbnb is going to die because Marriott's going to replace them with better service, with better, I guess, pricing and whatnot. That's definitely not the case. So I'm not worried about that at all. AI Plus, I would be interested as an investor. So, wait, say that again. By the way, it is us from New Jersey. No AI. Oh, Al. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I totally been butchering that this whole time. Al, what's good, brother? Hey, man, I'm so sorry. Joe. Flying to Scottsdale to meet with a few landlords. Any tips? Just be prepared, Joe. Make sure you have all your research done beforehand on the area, on what you want to do, and make sure that you're ready and confident with the way that it's going. The outcome pretty much is all in your hands. If you want to make it happen, you're going to have to be prepared. You're going to have a pretty solid approach coming forward with it. So, I mean, are you going to Scottsdale for the rental arbitrage method? Is that what you're saying? Al, I'm so sorry, man. I've been getting your name wrong this whole time. I've been watching too many Joe Rogan podcasts. Too many Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. AI's been stuck in my mind. Yeah. So, Joe, I mean, any tips? Just be confident, be ready, and you're going to get it. Don't even worry about it. The meeting that I had with my landlord that ended up actually letting me use his property was pretty smooth because at this point I had already done 6 meetings. I already had a bunch of experience from messing up. Like I learned from my mistakes. So I was definitely able to get in there and I laid it out on the table for him. I was like, hey, listen, I can take care of you. Like your property's going to be in better shape than it has ever been before. And that is true to this day. And he really sees that. Like when the landlord comes by the property occasionally for little things, like he really like always tells me, he's like, wow, Robert, you're keeping this place in great condition. And that's kind of a really big selling point for me. You live in Canada, planning on doing rental arbitrage all the way in Phoenix, man. There you go. Serge is actually from Phoenix, so I'm going to be going to Phoenix after I go to LA to meet with this investor. I'm going to Phoenix and helping him list his property, like get it all set up. So, you know, I definitely think that there's better markets for it depending on like where you're at. Like for me, one thing that is holding me back from actually going balls to the wall with this business model here is because I realize it's not the best market. Like it's not a very touristy place. It's a very small town. It's cool that I'm able to be profitable, but at the end of the day, if I really want to scale, if I want to take it seriously, going to a better location is, you know, something that's been on my mind for a while now. High Speed Mom 2012. Hello from San Antonio. What's good? Are you currently hosting in San Antonio? Joe Rogan rules. Okay, cool. Al, I'm glad we got that out of the way. That was, you know, whatever. It was my bad. What was your first mistake when talking to a landlord? Well, my first mistake was actually being unprepared. When I went there, I was like, hey, do you know about Airbnb? And like, I really didn't have a structure to my approach. I really butchered it because I was left kind of in an awkward situation where I asked them like, hey, I want to rent from you, but can I list on Airbnb? And they're like, that landlord was like, absolutely not. So I wasn't ready for like the recoil. Like I wasn't ready at being rejected, and I kind of it ended on a bad note because of that reason. That was my first mistake off the bat, was just not being as prepared. I didn't take it as seriously, I guess I should say. I thought it would go I thought it would go smoothly, but it definitely didn't. So I learned from that, obviously being prepared, you know, like it's like a completely different picture, like from when I first pitched a landlord to like when I actually secured the bag, like when I actually made the deal happen. I was in a completely different mindset regarding the approach to that. All right, guys, you guys blown up the chat. All right, Serge's meeting Joe. That's cool. Send this man money, people. Derek, what is your... Oh, man, I don't know. That's cool. I guess guys listen to Derek, whatever. You started in February. That's exciting news. Yeah, so I started in August 2018, and I could say that it's picked up for me, honestly. Since I started, I could definitely see that the platform's picking up. There's a lot more engagement on there. Like more people are seeing our property on a monthly basis, and it's just really cool to see that. And I got a notification from Airbnb actually saying that the users are up like 20%. Like for the month of March, it said like there's a 20% increase in users and the same amount of hosts. So that was really cool for us, and we really experienced that with our numbers and everything. So congratulations, High Speed Mom, for starting. Al, do you do the outside maintenance on your property as well? So yes, I do, but then again, I have paid to have it done in the past. Like when I travel, like last September, I was in Phoenix and I paid like a lawn service to take care of the property. It wasn't a big deal. It was like $30 a week or something, but I do it now because like I like putting all that money back into my pocket. You know, guys, I clean the property myself, me and my wife do, and I definitely mow the lawn. So I do all the lawn work and stuff. I don't mind it. It's really, the property that we do rental arbitrage with is right down the road. It's like 10 minutes away. Let's see. Oh, Alyssa joined the live stream. What's good, guys? Okay, guys. Yes, Serge, your property is really good. I'm excited to show you guys Serge's property. We're going to be making some pretty solid content. And Alyssa is going to be like the interior designer for that. So we're going to help him out. He did a really good job at selecting this place. So guys, that's exciting. So you guys listed, so High Speed Mom, did you list your property on Homeaway as well? You say, we listed our property 2 ways. Or did you do it with 2 separate accounts? Serge, what's the best way to structure cleaning fees and nightly rate? The cleaning fee is definitely something you have to be careful with because a lot of people see that as a scam. I've seen that online. A lot of people say that the Airbnb cleaning fee is like a hidden fee, like they don't like it. But you pretty much want to structure it based off of competition, based off the market. So what I did, I looked at what other people in my area were doing as far as cleaning fees, and I set my price a little bit underneath that. But like I said before, guys, I had my cleaning fee at $90 a night, and we still booked, and it was crazy. I mean, it was just a lot more revenue for us doing that. So I guess just look at the competition, see what they're doing. Let's look at the hosts in your area. Oh, okay. So you did. So you did each room individually. I'm curious to see how it's going to work. My property is not big enough, or the property that I'm using for rental arbitrage right now, it's not big enough. It's only 2 bedrooms, but I'm definitely curious to see like how the revenue looks doing per room. That would be something interesting for me to look into. Okay, Tracy subbed to Surge. Yes, there you go. 4 bedrooms. Each room has its own listing. That is cool. No, that's definitely something that I've gotten questions too. Like people are like, so should I do it individually or should I do the whole place? I personally have only had experience with the whole place, so I'm not gonna just give advice on stuff. Okay, Justin, I want to go after some apartments, but most of them have property managers. Is there a good way to go about going through a property manager? Okay, so I did meet with a property manager before, and I didn't do anything with it. So my experience with property managers was, I didn't get the property simply because they have their own specific way of, they have like their own category of people who do Airbnb within the property management company. Property management company here in Springfield is Bryan Properties, and they own a lot of rentals, and they have like a subcategory of their property management company that does Airbnb, and they won't let you do rental arbitrage because that's something that I ran into, an issue that I ran into. Apartment, I don't know, my experience with this has always been single family homes. I've never really approached an apartment complex situation, so that's something I really want to tackle because I know that there's a lot of money to be made there, and it's easily scalable. A great example is Sean from Airbnb Automated. He does apartments and he's crushing it right now, simply because I feel like it's a lot easier to scale once you have social proof, once you have properties under your belt or listings under your belt. All right. So he's asking, do you see more bookings with the single rooms or the whole property? Yeah, guys, I should dabble with that a little bit. I should look into it a little bit more and see how the nightly rate for single room bookings here are like $40 to $50. They're not very high. So I don't know like the occupancy, the way it works. I don't really know if it'd be more profitable to do it in a location like mine. But I'm definitely curious to see how that looks for somebody else who's doing it. Alyssa says you're handsome. Well, thank you. That's why we're married. Okay. Well, guys, I hope I answered enough questions. It feels like you guys are just socializing here now. But, okay, hi, sweet mom. We just listed the whole house 3 days ago. At 72 hours, we got 3 bookings from families doing family vacay. That's exactly how it went for us, which is exciting news. Like, when we listed the place, we got 3 bookings on the first day. It was like the first 8 hours, I think. Obviously, we had like a special discount for the listing, so it was new. Yeah, and the pricing was a little lower because of that discount. So yeah, that's so cool how you got bookings just like that. That just validates the business model. It just shows you that the Airbnb is actually a really great place to start with real estate. What are some of the best markets around the US? Well, I heard that, touristy places like bigger cities, obviously cities that attract people for whatever reason. I'm thinking like cities like the size of Dallas, obviously Los Angeles. If there are specific properties in LA that do well, I know that they just regulate it really hard. Like touristy locations, Florida's a really great market to do it. And I've spoken to real estate investors from Springfield that actually do it in Florida. So just depends on a location with high volume of tourists and people passing through. One thing I'm going to say is like the way I like to look at it, if you can have 3 hotels side by side that have 300 plus rooms and they're all able to remain profitable, they're all able to remain in business, like that's the industry we're entering here as hosts. You're entering the accommodation and the travel industry, and people travel for whatever reason. Like they're seeing their family, they're going on a vacation, like whatever it may be. That's definitely something that you have to consider on the bigger picture, is you're competing with hotels, because every guest that you book is a guest that hotel doesn't get. So, all right. That's it. I mean, best markets are markets with a lot of volume of people passing through them. So Tracy, Robert, how do you figure out your pricing? My pricing was figured out based off of my market. So when I looked at other hosts at their listings, I saw what their pricing was, and then I based mine off of that. And I did it a little bit underneath what they were asking. So like if the average price, the average nightly rate here in my area is like $120 a night, I did it way under the market price just to ensure that I get booked, because the way that pricing works is the lowest price will always get booked first. And therefore you have to find like the perfect medium in between. Like you don't want to have it too high to where no one's going to book your listing, and then you don't want to have it too low, because then you're going to like deal with a lot of people. Like the crowd that books at these low prices, like from what I've experienced, they're not the best. They tend to trash it. They're like a more, I don't know, it's like a different demographic of people who book at these low rates. But just saying, like that's how I figured out my pricing. It was all through like market research and market analysis. All right, we got one here. I have one. How do you talk to the property managers to get it listed? Not sure if you addressed this question. So what's up, dude? I'm not gonna say your name, but how do you talk to the property managers? Well, the thing is, I've only dealt with landlords and homeowners. Like the property management company that I talked to, they already had their own way of doing Airbnb. And it didn't include rental arbitrage. Like they wouldn't let you rent the place to list on Airbnb, because they had like a specific group of homes that they were using for Airbnb properties. So the way that I approached a landlord is I found the property for rent on the market. So obviously you can look at Facebook Market, you look at different marketplaces that have properties for rent. And I contacted the phone number. That's clearly, pretty self-explanatory there. And I set up a meeting and I asked them like, hey, can I see your place? Now this is tricky because some people wouldn't let me see the place. Like they were like, no, you can't. I mean, like go look through the window. Like they didn't want to meet with me. But obviously I was fortunate enough to find a landlord that actually showed me the place. And then I was like, hey, listen, I want to rent your place, but at the same time, I don't want to live in it. I want to use it on a home sharing website like Airbnb. That's kind of how it went. Al, if you're serious about an investor, reach out to me. Okay, I got you, man. I definitely will. I'm gonna go see how this meeting goes in Los Angeles, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Obviously, it's good to have like that growth mindset and that scaling mindset, and so I definitely will reach out to you, man. How to keep yourself on the first page. I have actually made a video talking about everything you can do to stay relevant on the Airbnb website. And a lot of it has to do with your review status. So like the more 5-star reviews you have, the better. So I guess go for that 5-star review. Sorry guys, my computer is sorry about that. My computer almost died on me. So yeah, I made a video talking about that. You can find it. I'm sorry that I'm making you go out there and. All right, Surge. Okay, Dalton says, do it lower than average at first so you can get reviews. Yes, that's such a great strategy. That's what we did. So yeah, you don't want to go at it with like a really high price. You want to get a lot of bookings so you get sort of your social proof on the website. All right, guys. Alyssa, why do you keep laughing in the background? Yeah, guys, she was being obnoxious. I don't know why she was doing that. I'm just kidding. You're not obnoxious, babe. She was just trying to distract me. Yeah, she's trying to make me laugh. All right. Yeah, High Speed Mom, definitely go check it out. I gave like 10 points, and they're very like tactical, actionable points that you can take action on right now. Yeah, Alienware battery life. Yeah, it sucks. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I'm going to wrap it up. Serge wants to start his live stream here in about 12 minutes, and I have to get ready for that. So you guys, thank you all for joining. I'll answer that question for you guys in a bit. But like, all right, Serge, I'll answer that question for you here, dude. I'll text you or something. But thank you guys so much for staying tuned. Once again, if you guys have any questions, just leave them like in a comment down below. I'd like to answer a lot of questions here and sort of familiarize myself with you guys more, and therefore just have a great night, guys. Don't party too hard. It's Saturday. You guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.